think we should stop now?
No.
Just keep going forever?
Yeah.
Until our families find us.
Let's have a podcast, listen to a podcast. Here is a podcast, listen to a podcast. Let's have a podcast, listen to a podcast. Here is the podcast, listen to the podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Cinnamon Lampshade.
Any ladies got a cigarette? I like to have a little smoke while I'm singing to you. Ah, that hits the spot. Damn that television. What a bad picture. Nothing's ever on, she says. So I don't know why you bother. They might be better off, I think, the way it seems to me, making up their own shows, which might be better than TV. Judy's in the bedroom, inventing situations. Bobby's on the street today, scouting out locations. They've enlisted all their family. They've enlisted all their friends. It helped save their relationship and made it work again. Hit it.
The smooth sounds of Cinnamon Lampshade there with his version of Found a Job by Talking Heads. It's just coming up to 8:06 in the evening, and this is Matt and Cobley's podcast. I'm Matt Cornah, and I'm joined today by a very special guest, Mr. Mike Cobley.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
How are you doing, Mike Cobley?
I'm alright, Matt Cornah.
What are you using my full name for?
It's not your full name.
It's a strange thing to do.
It's not your full name, is it?
It's not my full name.
Your full name's Matthew Cornah.
Yeah, Matthew Twat Hooks Cornah.
That's right. You know it.
I know. Yeah, that's right. I know my name off by heart. I learned it.
Took you long enough. Sorry, go on.
So, welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a very exciting show for you today.
But Matt, what about the people that have never listened to the show before that don't know what the show's about?
Well, thank you for reminding me of me having to tell them that. It's very nice of you. Thank you.
I'm feeling nice today. I'm feeling happy.
Very good. Very good. Well,
I've had a good week.
Have you?
Yeah.
Well, I'll interrogate you about that later on in the show. That's what we call a tease, when we say something about what's coming up later on. But yes, this is Matt and Cobley's podcast. It's a podcast where me, Matt, and him, Cobley, talk about things we don't really know about for approximately half an hour, or however long it ends up being once we've edited it down. Probably not. You've derailed me, though, because I've forgotten what I was talking about before you said that. So what shall we say next?
What are we talking about? This is the problem.
Yeah, it is a problem, isn't it, when we don't know what we're talking about?
This was one of your ideas in which you wanted to call it television, which I agree, we don't know anything about televisions. Is that what you wanted to talk about, though? Did you want to talk about televisions, you know, the screens, the electronics inside, the wires that stick out of them? Is that what you wanted to talk about? Because I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, what we could do is open up a television and have a look at the different bits of it, and then tell the listeners at home about that.
I was going to say, you're not opening up mine, but then we're in your apartment, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. That's true.
Okay.
But, so what I thought we could do this week is make this episode a kind of educational show.
Okay.
You look uneasy about the idea.
Well, they're always a little bit ambiguous, your one, like fun,
right?
You know, television, because we've kind of already covered like soaps and stuff in the previous series, haven't we?
What I thought we could do, Cobley, is do an episode on the history of television.
Because we don't know anything about the history of television. Oh, okay, yeah, I get that, because I know not very much about that.
So it'll be educational for us and educational for the listeners at home.
Okay, right, okay, let's do it.
Right, okay. So, but before any of that shit, let's get the niceties out of the way. How are you? You've had a good week?
It's been alright, yeah, it's been alright.
Why has it been good? Got all the days in it?
It's just been an all right week. Nothing major.
Nothing major.
I need a shave though.
Well, I wasn't going to mention it, but yeah.
That's the only downside to my week.
For the listeners at home, Cobley's got a massive beard.
It's been such a good week that I've not had a chance to shave.
He's been so relentlessly overjoyed.
I've been so overcome with joy that I've not had a chance to shave. And that's like the
He's just cackling with laughter.
That's the one bad thing
to ease the razor onto your face.
It's going to be fucking painful when I do shave it.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Well, we've all got our cross to bear.
How are you anyway?
Oh, yeah, I'll be all right in the end.
What do you mean you'll be all right?
I think I might be going mad.
Go on.
This week, you see, I've been getting a bit concerned that I'm putting on a bit too much weight. And I thought, well, there's a few approaches to how to tackle that problem. One of them is exercise, one of them is diet.
Yeah.
And I thought I'd go with the third approach, which is to go on the internet and purchase a compression vest. It's essentially like a very, very tight vest that acts as essentially a corset.
Right.
Now,
it's worth noting here that you're not overweight.
Yeah, but I'm a very self-conscious boy. Now, I'm wearing it now.
Really?
Yeah. Because I wanted to see if you'd noticed that I'd lost any weight. And very unfortunately, you've not said a single thing about it.
Well, no.
You've not even said, oh, Matt, you have got a good figure. I am jealous.
Well, I was a little bit.
At which point I would have lifted my shirt up and gone, But have I got a good figure?
To be honest, I did notice the hourglass shape to you when I came in.
But I don't, in all seriousness, I don't know what parts of my brain made me think that this was a workable strategy for figure management.
Well, I think probably the reason why
the fat doesn't go away; it's still there.
Well,
it just pushes it around.
I think the reason why you can't tell, Matt, is because you're not overweight. I think that's like the main reason why you can't tell.
Let's not divert from the main point here. Oh, I didn't have one. Anyway, in answer to your question, I'm okay, but I think I might be going mad.
That's the best we can hope, I suppose, with you.
Let's crack on with the podcast anyway.
All right, so you want to talk about the history of television? Yeah,
because I think we can probably remember enough about it from documentaries and things that maybe we can just blag it.
Yeah? Do you think that the man that invented television was called television? Do you think that was his name? Because sometimes things that people invent
usually name it after.
They're not unusually. I don't know. I've not seen all the things that are invented.
It might have been like Television Jones or something.
Television Jones.
Yeah.
Might have been.
That's a good
name.
That rings a bell. That.
It's a good name.
Rings an Alexander Graham Bell.
Might call my son Television.
Yes.
Out of respect for the guy that invented televisions. Yeah, I'll call my son Television. I'll change his name via deed poll.
Television Cobley.
Yeah, he's called Dave now. But that's not going to last long. Dave Cobley.
Television Cobley would be a good channel.
It would just.
I imagine it would just be a close up of your face, whatever you're doing at the time. You'd have to wear one of those, those helmets you can get that has a camera on your face.
Yeah, it wouldn't be too.
Those. We've all got one of those.
It wouldn't be too close though, because the background would just be that white noise that televisions used to have before they became digital, like white and black. That's what the background would be, and my face. Yeah, that'd be Television Cobley.
I mean, I'd watch it.
Would you?
It's better than half the rubbish on television these days.
Maybe I'll... Yeah.
But of course, back in the day, when Television Jones first invented TV, as you might know...
well, I've not done the research on this. This is your episode, Matt.
It is my episode. Thank you for leaving the floor to me and being respectful. When Television Jones first came up with the idea of television, it hadn't occurred to him to make it colours. So he just did it all black and white, monochromed.
Didn't it?
So,
but I suppose the only thing that he had to refer to was like radio, wasn't it? Surely radio had been.
That's true, isn't it? Radio wasn't in colour neither, was it?
That wasn't in colour. So why
would? Yeah, what? Credit where credit's due. He did come up with the idea of doing it in pictures rather than sounds. So I'm not going to begrudge him some colours. Or some collars.
So tell me what happened. What did Television Jones do? What was he doing, Matt? Tell me.
Well,
was he annoyed one day listening to the radio and thought, I wish I could see this?
Well, famously, yeah, he used to get furious.
Did he?
Yeah, he used to get... Like, there's accounts, I believe, of his early life. And him listening to, like, the news and stuff and going, oh.
No pictures! No pictures! Where are the pictures? How am I supposed to know what's going on if I can't see the pictures?
Right.
Yeah.
So he decided to do something about it?
Yeah, so he went to his shed.
Yeah.
His
his potting shed.
His plotting shed.
Potting shed.
His potting shed. His potting and plotting shed.
His potting shed.
Yeah. And this is so rubbish.
This is gold, Matt.
No, this is rubbish.
Just watching you die with a microphone.
Yeah.
It's entertaining.
This is like a vision of what it would be like if I were a stand-up comic.
Perfect ending to my week. So, okay, right. So Television Jones is in his potting shed, really angry because the news came on the radio and he couldn't see what was happening.
You can see why someone would be incensed by that. That's fair enough. I think what he first set out to do, he used what he called a camera.
All right, yeah. I've heard of them. I think there's one on my phone.
And he filmed the first TV programme ever, which was that one of the train coming towards the screen.
Oh, no, I have heard about the train coming towards the screen, because when it was shown, didn't everybody that was watching it run and thought that there was a real train coming?
Yeah, because they started showing it at cinemas. You know how when someone invented TV, they had to make a film of it?
Yeah.
So that's how that started.
Okay.
So, yeah, and I think that sort of scuppered his early career because everyone was just too scared of it to have one in their house because they thought they didn't want a train coming in their house.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, if you'd never seen a television before and you saw a train on the television driving towards you, you'd automatically think that there was a train in your living room driving towards you, wouldn't you?
You definitely would think that. And that's why televisions never really sold until the late 80s.
So when Matt, when did they become colour? Because that was like the next stage, wasn't it, for televisions, wasn't it?
Well, thank you for asking, Cobley. When did TVs first become in colour?
Yeah, what happened? Did Television Jones have some kind of involvement in this?
1992.
This would sound about right.
Yeah.
So what happened in 1992? What was Television Jones doing? Was it his son? Was it a friend? Was it a rival?
How old is Television Jones? Because as far as I know, he's not dead.
Oh,
I mean, in fairness, I'm not completely sure if he exists.
He's probably about 200 now, isn't he?
Probably something in... I mean, that's okay, isn't it?
Well, it's pretty good going, isn't it? Well, it's pretty good going.
Yeah, but he's rich, though, so he's probably artificially extended his lifespan.
Yeah.
With magic television beans.
So 1992, television became colour.
Or thereabouts. I mean, I don't know the exact dates. This is the problem of it.
This is your podcast,
I'm
Matt.
just drawing on my memories.
This is you. Your time.
I feel so much pressure to come up with
a bit more
facts.
research.
I mean, I'm doing well, though, right?
You're doing well. Yeah, you're doing.
I've come up with some good facts, some solid facts.
You have.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it so far.
This is bullshit, isn't it?
When I was growing up as a child, my parents had
When you were growing up as a child?
What's wrong with that sentence?
Nothing, carry on.
When I was growing up as a child, my parents had this big old television before the flat screen ones came out with the big backs.
Oh, right, the cathode ray tubes.
I don't know, but anyway, it was
cathode ray. That's the guy who invented television. I knew I got his name wrong.
But yeah, my parents had a Ferguson television, and I'm sure they must have purchased it in like the late 80s or something like that. And my dad always used to say, "Oh well, it's served us well so far. We'll get rid of it when it breaks down." And it never fucking broke down.
Right.
So like they had it for like years and years and years. It's like,
but that's fair enough, isn't it?
Big colour television. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah.
I suppose it's a bit like, I can understand why it would be an issue eventually, because it's like old computers where they used to just take up an entire room.
Yeah. I'm sure it lasted like 20 years, that television.
You can move into a smaller house once you've got rid of the I don't have anything funny to say about this.
Neither do I.
Did you smash it once it broke?
It never broke, Matt.
So why did you get rid of it?
I think it just got to a point where it was ridiculous, and my parents ended up buying a flat screen television.
Right.
I don't know what they did with it. It's probably like in a museum somewhere now. It probably is a museum.
Yeah.
It's so fucking big. Probably go inside it and
They've hollowed
have a
it
look.
out. And...
Yeah. No, you don't even need to. Just wander around inside it. It's so big.
Right.
Look at this lovely museum. Just a museum inside. It's got nothing to do with televisions. They've just turned it into a museum inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this entire section is just you saying, my mum and dad used to have a big television, and now they've got rid of it.
See, Matt, you're the one that wanted 10 episodes in this fucking podcast series. We've run out of ideas.
I'm trying my hardest!
We've run out of ideas, Matt.
No, we've not.
So, yes.
Come on, history,
yes.
This is all good stuff. History television,
All I can say is, yes, my parents used to have a tele-fucking-vision, like everyone else's parents has got one.
Yeah, and it was really big, and there was a funny story about that, because it was so big, and it never broke, and that's why they never got rid of it, and yeah.
I know, but it's not that interesting, is it?
Right.
Anyway, what's happening? I want to go home.
Well, I mean, I've got a funny story about television. Did I ever tell you about my friend's mum?
I don't know. Presumably you've had more than one friend's
My
mum.
friend's mum, yeah, I'll tell you what, there's a funny story about this, right? So, she, whenever Coronation Street used to come on, she used to sing along with it. She used to sing the theme tune to Coronation Street to the tune of Coronation Street. She would just go,
Matt, you've already told us this one.
Oh yeah, I have. I know.
You've already told us this one in the first series. See, this is my point. This is my thing. This is the point. This is why you're not allowed to come up with titles anymore. I'll come up with the titles in future. Space. That can be one, can't it? Space.
Maths. What about maths?
Maths.
Yeah.
That's going to be the world's shittest podcast.
Oh, come on. There's loads of interesting things about maths.
And we're already pretty much down there in the list of all-time great podcasts. We're probably down towards the bottom anyway. But maths.
That'll make us climb the chart.
What's your favourite number, Matt? What's your favourite number, Cobley? That's all it'll be. No.
I'll tell you what my favourite number is, though, because did you know there's actually a concept in mathematics about a theoretical highest number, like the highest number.
What?
Yeah, I was reading about this the other day. It's really weird. It's like a whole number, like in the number sequence.
Yeah. I'm aware there's a sequence of numbers.
Yeah. One after another.
I'm aware of it
in numerical order.
I know this.
But it stops, and like no matter how much, like if you like try to add one to it, it just comes out the same. It's just really weird.
Well, as far as I know, Matt, there is no end to numbers. Numbers just keep going, can keep going.
Yeah, but once you get to the highest number, you can't get any more than that.
Why not? Why not?
Because it just comes out the same.
I think you're wrong.
I think it's like 3 billion and 6 or something. I can't remember exactly how.
Well, are you trying to tell me that 3 billion and 6 is the highest number?
I don't know if it's that one. Might be 3 billion and 7 or something.
Well, that's what I mean. So if it's 3 billion and 6, what's 3 billion and 7? Don't do this to yourself, Matt.
What?
Don't do this to yourself.
What? Don't do what to myself?
Well,
I'm just trying to bring an interesting fact to the podcast.
Well, it's a bit the first fucking interesting thing that we've talked about all night.
We're supposed to be talking about television.
I know, but I implore you.
What?
To look upon Wikipedia and let me know the article that says that there's a highest number that's 3 billion and 7 or whatever.
What? This is a massive diversion, right? You don't actually believe me that there's a highest number.
Oh, well, it's not a case of not believing you, Matt. It's a case of knowing that there's not a highest number.
You're an idiot hole.
Why'd you do this? Why do you do this to yourself all the time?
But
should we make a bet?
Really? You're so stupid, you.
Well, you're so stupid. You gave me £160 last week, Matt. That's no small amount of money.
Yeah, that was just. I am a bit embarrassed about that. I'll tell you what, though. Right, how about this? Because you're definitely fucking wrong about this. You're an idiot. You're an absolute idiot. This is definitely. I don't know what the exact number is. That's the only thing. But I can.
I'm happy. I'm happy for the bet to be that there is a highest number. You don't have to tell me what it is, but I'm happy that
double
is.
Or nothing.
Double. So So you...
320 quid, mate. And that's not the highest number, by the way.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, £320. Yeah, you fucking idiot.
Fucking idiot.
You are.
Idiot face.
It's like not even funny anymore. It's like depressing now.
Number. Right. Okay, so technically there isn't one, but...
Brilliant. Right, should we have a bit of a break now where you can transfer that money into my account?
Getting tricky now.
So back to televisions, which is what we're meant to talk about.
Don't know, I'm going to pay rent this month.
Back to televisions. I'll have a drink too. Me and you have spent a lot of our young adult lives purchasing DVDs and VHSs.
Mainly VHSs.
Yeah, but nowadays, people don't really do that anymore, do they? It's all on the Netflix, isn't it?
I know, what's the world coming to?
And
When you can't have a shelf with all the things that you don't ever put in your entertainment media machine.
Have you got Netflix?
No.
Have you not?
No, I just illegally download things off the internet like everyone else.
I don't know
if we should put that in the podcast.
Yeah.
No, I think I will. It's fine.
Yeah, because you could be joking, but you're telling the truth. Yes, well, I think it's just it's so easy now, isn't it, to just go on your whatever device, your television, your console.
I've been known
load stuff
to have things on my shelf that I have bought legitimately and being too lazy to move the 3 feet across the room to pick it up and put it in my television, and instead have just downloaded it illegally off the internet.
So like, this is like going to end up on your bloody police interview, this, Matt. Like your confessions.
Right.
This is a confession, isn't it?
Well, if Parkinson won't interview me, at least the police will. That's all right, isn't it?
This is a confession.
Is he still alive, Michael Parkinson?
I don't know. I don't even know who that is.
Right.
So maybe.
Parky.
But people that don't illegally download, it's just as easy to just put on the old Netflix nowadays. And I am, even though I've got hundreds of DVDs, I'm guilty of whacking on the old Netflix from time
I had
to time.
Netflix for a bit.
Yeah, I've been watching this new series, actually, Matt. I don't know if you've heard of it, Time Piss.
Time Piss. Oh, yeah, because you can swear on Netflix, can't you? So,
Yeah, so you can call things,
call the
whatever.
show Time Piss.
Yeah, it's about this guy, just an ordinary. It's set in the north of England. So
Right.
Straight away, it's.
I've not heard of this, by the way, so
You've not
have
heard of
to
Time
explain
Piss?
it.
Well, I
No.
suppose if you don't watch Netflix, it's about this guy. He's got like a kid and a wife.
Uh-huh.
Like
Sounds a bit boring.
Well, I've not told you the whole thing yet. It always starts off normal, doesn't it? Anyway, this chap, he's just at home with his wife and kid, and goes into the downstairs toilet. It's like a little cloakroom.
Oh, yeah, because they can show toilets and stuff on Netflix, can't they? Because they're allowed.
What? Yeah, they can. Anyway, you're derailing me.
Sorry.
I'm just trying to tell you about this show.
Time Piss.
Time Piss. Yeah,
Is it just him taking a long time to piss? It's
No,
like
man.
edgy. It's like Jackass or something.
that would be interesting in itself. But no, it's just about this guy. Mm-hmm. He just goes into the little cloakroom for a piss, and then when he gets out, and this is what the whole series is about. But when he gets out, he doesn't realise at first, but he's somehow managed to travel 20 years into the future. So obviously his wife, who's just thought he'd gone missing and left, has like remarried. His kid is like 26 years old.
Right.
He thinks that his wife's new partner's a burglar, and starts beating. It's great.
That's great.
You really do need to download it, Matt. I'll play a bit if you like.
Yeah, whack it on.
All right.
It's so easy to watch things on Netflix, isn't it? Netflix.
You get square eyes if you keep watching TV, kidney. Square eyes.
Oh, Dad, you just want to watch snooker.
Of course I want to watch the snooker. It's Patrick's in the finals. You've been watching this far-fetched sci-fi rubbish since I come home.
Oh, just until this episode finishes, Dad, please. The Volops are about to invade Cheadle. Cheadle, just down the road.
All right, lad.
We are the Volops. Take us to your leader.
You want to see Mayor Cheadle?
We will eliminate the mayor of Cheadle and rule this town.
Oh, I wish someone would eliminate him. Hello, boys. What's all this rubbish you're watching?
Don't look at me. I wanted snooker on.
Oh, Benton, you and little Kidney are both as bad as each other.
All right. I need to take a piss.
Benton, language, not in front of your son. He's very impressionable at that age.
Oh, I tell you what, if I'd been so worried about my language, you'd never have married me. Right, tell you what, I'm just going to take a trip to the little boy's room. Is that better?
Much better.
Let me know if the Vorlops managed to take over planet Earth, lad.
Oh, don't scuffle me,
See you in a couple of minutes.
Will be ours. Cheadle will be ours.
Bloody Kidney. Kidney! Turn that bloody crap down! I'm trying to concentrate. Bloody neighbours are going to be complaining again. Feels like a bloody ghost's passed through me. Oh, I needed that. Can't beat a good piss. Must have finally switched that stupid program off. Time travelling aliens. Never heard such rubbish. So can I watch the snooker now then? Cindy? Kidney? Are you playing silly beggars with me? Something's different in here, I tell you what. Can't quite put my finger on it. I'm sure we didn't have that telly. And those flowers. And the wallpaper. It's a different colour. I must be going a bit too lolly.
Or the blue one that you meant to press to get that kind of outcome for it.
Anyway, I told Carl that he might as well keep the jacket now. Wait, who the fuck are you?
What? Who the fuck am I? Who the fuck are you?
Cindy! Cindy, call the police! There's a bloody madman in the house!
What?
You little bastard! Come here! Come here! Bloody...
What is the fucking fuck?
Bloody... Northerners!
Oh!
What the bloody hell's happening? Boris, what's going on? Oh my god! Get off him! Get off my husband! Get off him! Look at me when I'm talking to you!
Cindy, what are you going on about? Don't worry, I think I've knocked him out. Cindy? Cindy?
Benton? Benton? Oh my god! You're back!
My name is Benton Steve. I went for a piss in my own toilet and walked out 20 years in the future. Am I lost? Dreaming? Or have I travelled in time? Forward in time? 20 years in the future? There's only one thing I know for sure, and that's that I need to get home to my wife and kid before it's too late. This was one piss I'd never forget. This was my time piss.
What do you think?
That's pretty good.
It's alright, isn't it?
I'm compelled.
It gets better. It does get better, to be honest.
There's another one a bit like that I've heard of called Shit Storm.
Shit storm.
Yeah, Johnny Storm is he works in a waste disposal plant. Yeah.
Right.
And he gets
Is this on Netflix?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he gets covered in like waste, and then he gets psychic powers. So that's good, isn't it?
Well,
I think it's one of those Marvel ones.
Oh, it's like a superhero one.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm not really that keen on the
Shit
superhero
storm.
things.
Yeah.
But to be honest, to watch something where a guy gets covered in shit and then develops psychic powers, that does sound quite interesting.
It's worth a watch 15 episodes. Do you want to watch some?
Yeah.
I just want to thank you, sir, for giving me the opportunity to work at your amazing waste disposal factory. I promise I won't let you down. And I work myself to 120%. 20%. 120.
Now, you listen here, Johnny Storm, 'cause I only gonna say this once. In all my years of shoveling other people's shit, there's only one thing that's kept me going all this time, and it's to remember the golden rule of shit shoveling. You should never get yourself too close to the shit displacement mechanism.
Well, I know what Mr. Brunswick just said about not getting too close to the shit displacement mechanism, but the closer I get to this shit displacement mechanism, the easier it is to shovel shit. I'm sure a few more feet won't make too much of a difference. Maybe a tiny bit more. I really hope I'm going to impress Mr. Brunswick on my first day. Just a few more shits to shovel. And now hey!
Johnny, what did I tell you? Quick, empty the shit displacement mechanism. There's a boy in there. Oh, Johnny Storm, what am I gonna tell your mother after what I told her?
Oh my God! Oh my God! I can read everybody's mind! Oh, you got some strange thoughts going on in there, Mr. Brunswick. Oh, I need to do me some running. Oh my God!
What do you reckon about that?
It's no time piss, Matt.
I suppose not. So what other things can we talk about to do with television?
I don't know, Matt.
Oh, hey, Cobley. What do you reckon to reality TV? Topical?
What, just filming real humans as opposed to celebrities that aren't real humans? I don't know.
Yeah. Did you ever watch that show on Channel 4 years and years ago, Touch the Truck?
Was that reality TV?
Well, it was filmed. It was real people being filmed touching a truck.
I think I remember that. Yeah, didn't they? They had to touch it, and whoever could touch it long enough won the truck.
Yeah.
See, that wouldn't be enough for me to waste my time. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather not do that and keep myself awake with my hand on a truck for a long period of time. I just couldn't be arsed. I couldn't do that.
I think the point of it was like a kind of sleep deprivation thing. So you just leave people in a situation where they were competing not to pass out, which is a bit like listening to this podcast.
Yeah, another thing that televisions have as well, Matt, is adverts.
Yes.
Which is like what this podcast now has as well.
Yeah.
This series, thanks to you.
Hey, we've got millions of pounds thanks to that deal.
What do you mean? Well, I've not seen a penny of it.
Shit.
But anyway, my point being, we need to contractually play this bloody Wall Sausages advert that we're sponsored by probably now.
Whack it on, Terry.
Well, Terry doesn't whack it on. Terry just stands there and stops me from leaving your apartment.
Sorry, Terry. I was trying to make that into a catchphrase. Whack it on, Terry.
He'll yeah. The only thing that you're going to get from Terry is that you're going to get whacked. Do you see what I did there?
And we can now bring you the latest reports on the hunt for murder suspect Sally Styrofoam, currently known to be at large in Wandsworth following the brutal murder of her husband, Kelvin Styrofoam, earlier this week, a crime for which she is believed responsible. Police have appealed for witnesses or...
Well, I'm turning off that depressing nonsense. I say, these sausages were the best I've ever eaten, darling.
Should I make some more?
Oh, that would be lovely.
Excellent.
Wall sausages are my absolute favourite.
Fantastic.
Sausages, sausages, wall sausages, sausages.
Well, that's that advert out of the way.
They're getting weirder, those adverts.
I've been thinking that for a while now. I don't really want to comment on it really.
Yeah, no point.
Yeah, yeah.
Cobley,
Yeah.
do you think we're both criminals?
Well, probably.
Because I've not paid my TV license in years.
Well, neither have I. But I declare that I don't. But for people that might listen to this podcast from abroad that don't know this. Well, I don't think in other countries you've got to pay to have a television, do you? To pay a license for it. I don't know.
I don't think anyone from another country listens to this.
I don't think anyone.
Let me put that another way. No. I don't think anyone listens.
No, but okay. Let's indulge our fantasy
that someone other than here
listens. Not just someone listens.
Just someone who isn't in this room right now.
Anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. We British folk have to pay money to watch television as it's being streamed, don't we? Yeah. But I've declared that I don't watch, because I don't watch television apart from the Netflix, which you don't need a TV license for
at the time of recording.
Yes, yeah. Yeah. So to be honest, if there was a change in the law about TV licenses and it required you to have one to watch Netflix or any form of television, I wouldn't. I'd just stop watching television, to be honest, Matt. I'd just get it on DVD if I wanted to play it. Because I'm not that invested in television. I prefer watching stuff that I've already bought or playing on computer games.
Do you need a TV license for downloading things illegally off the internet?
See, no, I think that's a bit of a grey area there, because no, you don't need a TV license for that, Matt. But you do need to get out of jail free card. Yeah, you do need
for the laws you have broken.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I see.
So you're not breaking the TV license law, but you are breaking the other law that says don't download things illegally law.
Do you need a TV license to stab someone in the stomach?
No, but you do have to have a TV license to watch someone stab someone in the stomach if it's being shown on BBC One.
I see. I think I'm getting this.
Are we here now? Yeah. So we're sort of criminals, but only for the crimes that aren't to do with TV licenses. I think so, yeah. Right. I'm happy in the knowledge that I'm not breaking the law by declaring that I don't need a TV license. I used to have Sky Television, and I used to pay for a TV license, and I had Sky Television, and I hardly watched it. All I did was bloody record episodes of Doctor Who, which I'd just buy on DVD anyway. And I thought, why am I doing this to myself? Why am I spending all this money every month to literally record Doctor Who? Yeah, especially during the Matt Smith era. Which was going shit anyway. Yeah. I'd quite like to kill Matt Smith. Do you need a TV license to kill Matt Smith, do you think? You need a TV license to film yourself killing Matt Smith and then broadcast it on television and then watch it on television while it's being broadcast. I don't think I'm getting this. Right, so if I went to Matt Smith's house... Yeah. Right. Have you got some equipment? With some recording equipment, yeah. All right, is this playing live or is it being recorded? Well, I'm going to record it and then I'm going to sell it to the BBC. Okay, right. So you're at Matt Smith's house with some high-tech recording equipment. Yeah. Yeah. And then... Matt Smith is one of the doctors, the Doctor Who doctors, by the way. I don't know if he's a qualified doctor or not, but yeah. And then... I get... Right, so I've got like some... You know, that thin metal wire? Yeah. Wrapped that around his feet and then yanked on it so that both of his feet came off. Yeah. And then pulled on his bones so that the skeleton bits of his bones of his legs came out. What have we become? I'm filming this, remember? What have we become? Yeah, you're filming it, yeah. Pulled them out. And then slapped him in the face. And then strangled him with his intestines. And then pissed on him. Right, okay. If I did that. Yeah, if you did that. And then sold it to the BBC. I'd have to pay my TV licence for that. No, you'd only have to pay a TV licence if the BBC decided to broadcast the mutilation of one of their actors. Right. You'd then have to pay your TV licence if you were watching that on television, Matt. I still don't think I'm getting this. Right, so... To be honest, you've probably committed a slightly more... heinous.
I don't care. I just want
crime.
to know what. Okay. So if I went,
That being, murder.
yeah. Oh fuck yeah, murder.
So I wouldn't really
Yeah, I
worry
forgot
about
about
the
that
TV. Yeah.
But I wouldn't need a TV license for it unless they broadcast it.
I wonder if you need a TV license in prison. Because you can have a TV in prison, can't you? You don't have to have murdered Matt Smith. But would you have to pay a TV license then? That I don't know.
I like the idea of like some kind of right-wing shock jock getting angry that the prisoners aren't paying the license.
Yeah. Bloody freeloaders.
Yeah, that's one for you, John Gaunt.
Who?
It's like this right-wing pundit. I don't know why I bothered mentioning him. We don't normally reference real people on this podcast. Listen, I think it's time for Cobley's Culture section, and I've got a good jingle for you this week, and I've got it all queued up now, and I think you're going to like it.
Well, forgive me for being dubious. Because
Okay,
you've let me
you're
down.
forgiven.
You've let me down for many weeks in a row.
Well, have a listen to this.
Cobley's Culture section. Wah, wah, wah.
What do you reckon to that?
Oh, I reckon you should play the proper one.
No. Okay,
All right,
I'll play it again for you. Hold on.
No, don't play it again.
What's wrong with that?
I reckon
I
you
ca-
should
I ca-
play.
I'm being
I
defensive.
reckon you should play the fucking proper one that you've recorded and not this one designed to wind me up.
It's designed to wind.
I think didn't I say last week that I would kill you? Didn't I say I would kill you?
You said you wanted another instrument on it, and I put one on it.
Matt, that's just 2 kazoos instead of 1.
Yeah, I had to order another kazoo off the internet.
Are you for real?
But
Yeah, you just did like. I know you deliberately do things to piss me off sometimes, but
No,
I
I
said last week
don't.
I would kill you, and you're still doing this. Even the fear of death has not made you fucking record a fucking actual jingle for me.
are we actually going to do
You
this
get to do all your jingles for your funny little friends, don't you? You record all your jingles for them. Yeah, I'll talk about all your other podcasts. I don't care. We're going to reference them now, aren't we? You do your little jingles for them, don't you? Oh, you do a jingle for me, please, Matt. Oh yeah, I've already done it for you. You've already done jingles for everyone just in case they ask you, haven't you? So you can be everyone's little friend. But then I asked you to do me a jingle about my culture section. And I get this. Well, fucking week 7, and you've just put another kazoo on some shitty drum beat from weeks ago.
But you can't play the kazoo.
I can't play the kazoo, Matt. That's why I asked you. That's why I asked you to do this.
I work hard at my kazooing.
Matt, what? Right. Did you record the theme tune for this podcast?
A little bit.
Good quality, decent quality.
At the time of recording, no.
Yeah, it's of a quality, so reasonably low quality, but it's of a quality, isn't it, Matt? Now I want a fucking jingle.
Put another kazoo in it, probably.
No, you're not putting a third kazoo in this. I feel like I've got to spell this out for you perfectly.
Third kazoo.
You need to record a jingle with multiple instrumentation, with different vocals to me just going please, Matt, please.
Different vocals, multiple instruments, not a third kazoo. Okay.
No kazoos. Get rid of the kazoos, Matt. I want drums, keyboards, maybe a guitar if it sounds good. Is this sinking in?
Alright, I'll come back with something else next week.
Like, you've just made me so angry I don't even want to talk about culture anymore.
Have you not actually got anything written down?
No. I mean, I could just think of something off the top of my head. What do I need to do, Matt? Do you want me to break down into floods of tears? What do you want me to do? Do you want me to start self-harming? What do you want me to do?
Just say something about something about Germany. I don't know.
Well, that's the culture section, isn't it? But
yeah,
I'm always
do that.
angry when I start doing it now. Anyway, in Germany, sorry, my chair's squeaking. In Germany,
yeah, tell me about Germany.
Yeah, people watch television there too, like they do here.
Okay, that's the end of Cobley's culture section this week.
No, it's not.
There'll be more culture next week.
But they most of the programmes are in German.
Is that right?
That's the end of the culture Cobley section.
Thank you for actually, doing your section rather than having a go at me. Every single week you have a go at me.
Well, yeah, but you just deserve.
I feel like whatever I do is never good enough.
Well, it's not. But that's not the point.
We always have a row. The podcast always ends on a sour note.
Listen, these podcasts over the past 7 weeks have been getting gradually more and more aggressive and less informative.
We're going to come to blows.
Well, episode 10 is just going to be us fighting, fighting to the death, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, you hear like sirens in the background as you're like desperately trying to call the police, like fucking punch in your face.
Get us to number 1 in the podcast charts.
And you like scratch it. It probably would get us a few more listeners, to be honest. We might have to give it a go.
Yeah. So what do you think the future holds for television, Cobley? Because we had originally there was 2D TV, you know, in black and white, and then 2D TV in colour, and then there was 3D TV.
Yeah, they've had 3
in colour and black and white.
It's a recent thing, isn't it?
Yeah. What do you think's next?
Maybe 4D TV, Matt.
I was thinking that as well, because I went to this thing in Blackpool. It was like a kind of 4D cinema experience where it would show you the history of Blackpool Tower.
Right.
And now, in Blackpool Tower, what the definition of the word 4D is it's exactly the same as a 3D cinema experience, except they splash water on you.
Right, so you're like immersed more into the whatever you're watching, as opposed to time.
Yeah, so I think
the fourth dimension.
I think the future of television is going to be a TV, but with water pistols on it that spray you occasionally,
and flames that shoot out of the bottom of it to warm you up, / burn you, depending on how close you are to the television.
Oh, smell-o-vision as well.
No, they've done that.
Have they?
They did it in the 90s.
Ah.
I look forward to buying my first 4-dimensional television.
Well, you've already got one of those weird curvy monitors.
Well, Well, I've got a curved television as well.
Have you?
Yeah, but it's not. It doesn't.
What benefit is there? It's like a fun house mirror television.
I think the idea is that the way that your eyes are absorb what you're seeing, the curve.
You get square eyes doing that.
Well, you won't, because it's all curved.
Is that so? That's how they've stopped people getting square eyes.
It's just meant to look better on you when you line of view, I think.
I never understood that square eyes thing.
What square eyes thing?
You know how your mum always used to say.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If you keep watching television, you'll get square eyes.
She even bought me a book about some kid that watched so much television he got square eyes. Honestly.
Do you think that ever used to happen?
I remember that book. No, I don't think that ever used to happen, Matt.
Maybe like with the olden days televisions, because I remember one of the first TVs that came out, it was circular, so everyone would still have circle eyes.
What do you think that's why people do have circular eyes now, like some kind of evolutionary thing?
Yeah, I think so.
Right.
But I think in 1,000 years' time, we'll all have square eyes because of TVs, so they're curving them now, so we'll at least still have curvy eyes.
It's an interesting theory, Matt. It's a complete bollocks, but it's an interesting theory.
Thanks, Cobley. Well, I think we've run out of things to say, Cobley.
Yeah, considering, we've just been looking at each other for the past half hour, making breathing noises down the microphone.
Do you think we'll keep that in?
Well, I might edit it down a little bit.
Yeah, for the full 3D experience.
Yeah.
Is there anything we're going to say at the end?
No, just the normal.
If you go to our website, http://www.mattandcobley.com, you can listen to other episodes again.
Yeah, over and over if you like. Yeah. Like nutters, if you want to, anyway.
In fact, what you can do is recreate the long silences that we usually experience if you just listen to this bit on a loop. Go.
Yeah, I think that's enough of that.
Yeah,
just listen to that on a loop. Yeah, and also send us a letter if you like. We'll be reading them out in the next couple of episodes. Next week, we're going to be talking science.
We're going to be talking science.
Back to school subjects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, send us a letter. Don't send us a lettuce.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah, just don't. Just don't. It's like a waste of your time. By you, I don't mean you, Matt. I mean you, the listener. It's a waste of your time. It's a waste of my time getting emails all the time about how many lettuces I'm getting that aren't even real.
That's true. Most of our letters are about how many lettuces you've been sent.
Yeah, so just don't bother.
Keep doing it. Keep doing it.
If you want to do it, listen to another podcast. There's hundreds out there. Send them lettuces through the post.
That's a great idea. We could have a podcast war with another podcast.
Want to just send them lettuces?
Yeah.
Well,
they won't even know what to think.
You can do that as long as it's got nothing to do with me. I don't mind.
Pod war.
Yeah. Yeah. I would like to go home now.
Okay, bye, Cobley. I love you.
Thanks, Matt.
Matt and Cobley's podcast, doo-be-doo-be-doo. Matt and Cobley's podcast, doo-be-doo-be-doo. Matt and Cobley's podcast, doo-be-doo-be-doo. Matt and Cobley's podcast, doo-be-doo-be-doo.
It wasn't really written.
It was also edited by Mike Cobley. Music was by Matt Cornah and Cinnamon Lampshade. Artwork by Josh Cornah. That's the end of the Matt and Cobley's podcast. Doo-be-doo-be-doo. Matt and Cobley's podcast. Doo-be-doo-be-doo. Matt and Cobley's podcast. Doo-be-doo-be-doo. Matt and Cobley's podcast. Doo-be-doo-be-doo.
We are the Volops. Take us to your leader.
What, you want to go and see the Mayor of Cheadle?
We will eliminate the Mayor of Cheadle and rule this town.
God, of all the towns in the world you want to rule, I wouldn't pick Cheadle.
Cheadle has been selected.
Right, well, Mayor's over there. Somewhere. Probably doing one of those things, you know, you cut the red tape and opening up a bloody car factory or something. I don't know. I don't know. Don't ask me that. I'm just going to get some bread.
Excellent. Proceed, Lieutenant. Yes, leader. What is bread? Do not concern yourself with these puny human matters, such as bread and red tape. Apologies, great leader. Onward with the invasion. Excellent. Cheadle will be out. I know what you're going to say. By the time the seventh sun falls in the sky, Cheadle will be ours. Cheadle will be ours.
Sure you can bastardize something like that.
Yes.